Alright, timestamp. It is August 22nd, 2026. It's almost 7 p.m. Going to be getting ready for bed here in a bit. Did garage sale today. Oh yeah, it's real. Apparently it was 101 degrees, which, if you speak Florida, means the feels like temperature was the sun's corona. Feels like it was about 110. We did about 60 bucks. Got rid of some globes. To re-explain that, globe in House Wolf King is an incredibly difficult to store stack object. This dates back, we were helping a friend move, and I was in the truck loading and stacking because I'm pretty good at that sort of thing. And I kept getting sent vacuum cleaners and sculptures and things like that. And I'm like, okay, you guys have got furniture, you guys have got boxes, bring those please. And I had sent my buddies two little boys basically to let them know, hey, quit giving me table lamps and vacuum cleaners, give me boxes. You've got boxes, we need to stack. I don't know if I was being punished, really not sure, but the next thing that came out was presented by them, so it could have been one of the grown-ups inside taking offense at my please let's do this smart moment, and they brought me a globe. And when I say a globe, what you're picturing may be accurate. It was the kind that has the big brass stand with the post. That's going to look funny on video, but the post and the half moon thing with the giant, it's bigger than a basketball, earth. Because yes, the earth is round. Gotten in arguments with flat earthers before, and it's just like, guys, come on. So yeah, because around here, trying to clean up and stack and store and whatnot, because it was both funny and upsetting, we'll go with that as the nicer, yeah. Anything like that is now called just generically a globe. So we did get rid of a couple of globes today, which is cool. Some non-globes, but 2 or 3. One was a giant plastic wall clock. It doesn't really fit in a box, and you can't really put anything on top of it because you'll break it. The plastic, the clear plastic at least. So, but getting rid of globes and other stuff, making a little kibble money. This is good, because yikes. So, and Pix actually joined me for most of it, which she's not a people person, but because both our pups were on ridiculous schedules right now, so they were both kind of crashed, and it was like, well, she was like, no, I'll sit with you. You're doing the talking, but I'll sit with you. I was like, oh, thank you, baby. So yeah, we went outside and flambéed together. So we danced on the corona of the sun. It was, in case you're not sure what I'm getting at, it was hot. Was not at the beach. I'm not a beach person anyway, but yeah. So I got dishes going. I have done 2 loads of laundry. Got a third one that just started. Because we actually pulled the couch out. We did not sell the couch, but it's not necessarily in great shape anyway, so it's kind of one of those discard things. Dragged it around the side. My cave is now kind of an empty cave. I'm going to be, for the first time in 15 months, sleeping next to my wife. Which, no details here, but that sounds pretty nice. Yeah. Just because it sounds pretty nice. And I've been with the girl 30 years. We're at about 30 and a half, because March would have been our anniversary, our 30th of being together. So if you've been deployed or been away for work or whatnot, things like that, you get it. Yeah. So tonight's the night. Nothing. I'm just having fun regarding that. But we're both kind of like, wow, this has been kind of stupid, the whole thing. It's gonna be nice. And then my cave is going to become eBay storage and or eBay sorting, which will free up other areas of the house. All a big slide puzzle. Good times. But in between dishes, the sink was full, so we're good. And when we went to George, I did manage to bring home a few plates and some of the plastic containers that we use and whatnot that were just kind of lying around, because she was living very primitive during the last month or two. So I'm finding, I love my girl, but yeah, finding like the Tupperwares that we use, like tucked here, tucked there, and it's like, so I brought a bag of those home. Got most of those in this dishwasher load, so that's cool. Get them back into circulation. Me Capricorn, think of things like that. So this is primed, and I started painting the top because I used the spray primer. It's a really smooth finish. I don't know if you can tell. Really, really smooth. Sometimes the acrylic paints don't stick to it really well. It just kind of smears and slides around. And it may sound weird if you don't do crafty stuff. So about halfway into doing the top, I'm like, if I continue to do what I'm doing and actually kind of do it on purpose, wink, I can make that look like a marble. So, marble top. Yeah. So, in the spirit of that, and I can't remember if it's called striations, like the swirls and things like that. I want to say it's like striations or something. I'm going to add some just little pink dots, some purple dots, and also some silver. That's the steel gray, silver sterling. So I'm going to add just a little bit of splashes of color. Nothing crazy, because I do want it to look like a blue marble. But with a lot of the different marbles that are out there, if you get a gray marble, and I've seen some, they're really, really pretty. It'll have like little swirls that are pink and lavender, you know what I mean? It'll have some white, which in doing it the way that I did it, there's still almost a light pale blue to where it's almost kind of white because of the primer underneath, which I'm okay with that because of what I have in mind. So ever so lightly. I'm going to do a little bit of pink over here. I've actually got a bubble in there, which is great because I can hit that with the brush. And it just gives me just a little dab. Because I don't want huge globs of pink or purple or silver. I just want that little hint of it. So obviously working on the kitchen area here. See just little bits of it. And then again with the purple and then the silver and the coolness of it, obviously let that dry. And then when I do the top coat, so I'm going to go ahead and seal the top before I continue with it, just to make sure that I don't screw it up. Because this would be a horrible thing to actually go, oh, okay, now I've messed it up, you know. I got the wrong color on there. It just overran a little bit. I don't want to go through that. So the top coat, really let that go for like 12 hours to seal up. Yep, the bubble burst. Oh man. Okay. Again, just barely any on there. Yep. And I blobbed it a little bit accidentally because there was too much on there. But then smearing it with my finger gives it a little bit of that wispy look, which is a nice problem to have. Yep. So if you look in front of the sink basin area, get a little bit of that almost cloud-like lightness to it. And I have pink on my finger, but that's okay. Not like going clubbing tonight or anything. You have pink paint on your finger? It's kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't need to get crazy with the pink because I'm going to be doing purple and also silver, and it's just add that little accent to help sell the idea of, oh, it's marble. Not even sure that I've opened the silver yet, but I'm going to need it anyway. It would seem that I have. Oh, and I found another box of Final Faction. Not a huge one, but probably about 7 or 8 figures in it. It's just a little shoeboxy thing. It was in one of the big boxes, or bigger boxes. So I'm gonna wash the brush out real quick. Hi Kaiser, how you doing? Step around and over Sammy, because, yeah. Alright. Ew. It's water. Gotta get to the point. Of course I went there. Just a little bit. So got mom call tomorrow morning. That looks sexy. Sometimes I'll paint like that to kind of brace my own hand. This is going to look so good when it's done. Even better than I thought it was going to. Just a couple of wavy lines. It's riveting stuff, I know. You've got a blockbuster on your hands. Yep, time's up. If you can see that. I can see it, and it looks amazing. This is how Marcus doesn't go crazy doing this. Doing all of this. Working on the lounge a little bit. Oh boy. Okay. So I was already a little worried when Spike and Constantine started talking, but now apparently Wesley's shown up and there's drinking. Okay, it looks like Lauren at least is there, so yeah. Wesley's a mean drunk, so I don't know. Keep our eyes on that. What's going on up in the library? Okay, yeah. Okay, the kids are getting ready to play some Pictionary, it looks like. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, Snake's here. Alright. He's probably looking for, like, an atlas of New York or something like that. Bridges, yeah. City layout. I get it. Research is important. Yeah. Gotta love Kurt Russell. And if you don't, my question is, what's wrong with you? I'm wiping the excess water off on my shirt. Nothing but high class here. Water, yeah. I know I haven't opened this yet. Now I have. Has a little pink condom kind of thing going on. This little plastic plug that fits in there. It's got paint all over it. And I don't want it to go to waste, so that seems like a great idea. Alright. Let's see how this is going to look. Oh. Okay. Darkish. Oh, finger smearing is going to work nice. No, I got it. This is gonna look great. I'm very pleased with myself right now, in case you weren't sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, tomorrow mom call. So lost in what I'm doing. We're gonna, after that, probably run to Aldi, pick up some basic grocery stuff. It's nothing serious. But I know cat food is a good idea. We're just about out. We got a bunch of canned, but use a couple bags of kibble. You can see then with the gloss coat on top, it's going to look super. It's going to look fantastic, dude. Yeah, this is the bottle plug. Not to be confused with move the Tupperware, because otherwise it may get a very distinct pink hue, which I like you. I think he's pretty cool. Yeah, I thought he was a neat character. They did some cool stuff with it. Okay, now the brush and my fingers are clean. And I have some drying marble. Put the brush down. Step over the battlefield of critters. Hey, Doodle. You alright, bud? Yeah? I know the floor is lava out there. Been doing laundry, so the garage floor is rather wet. That was his "I have to walk across this floor" complaint. Sorry. We have to clean our fur differently than you guys do. So we're doing our Epcot Starbucks mug. And I pulled out some Dunkin' Donuts, the Caramel Me Crazy. Just made a pot because I'm kind of the only one up right now, so I figure I'd actually get more than 2 cups, you know. Oh my god, that's so good. So, probably while I'm on the phone with Mom tomorrow, I'm probably going to pull out the 3 caches of Final Faction figures that I found, and update my list, because they're already out of package, and I don't have as many brutes as I would like. I don't have as many synthoids as I would like, and I know that I saw a lot of brutes and synthoids in that group. These are the brutes. They're big and cuddly. Which that's probably why they're the brute. Yeah, I saw a lot of brutes, a lot of synthoids. Synthoids are the ones that have like one arm and one that's kind of blade-like. You can mix and match parts on those guys easier. And I have 20 of those in my tote, which, I don't know, 30 or 40. I want to be able to do like army building kind of stuff, so 20? That's a little lean. I think they're mostly the poison, the toxic variety, the black with the green, as opposed to the gray with the blue and purple. That's okay. That's okay. Because once they did the poisonous variety, the variant, what have you, it became impossible to get the original ones ever again. It's like they were doing nothing but pumping out the new ones, which that's kind of how this works sometimes. And I do get this, having been a collector of stuff, you know, for, how old am I, 55, 52 years? I don't know, something like that. But yeah. Oh, that's a Diabol. That's a Crepitus. That's a armored car of some sort. And there's all kinds of figures in here. There's a brute. But yeah, I got a container with some other something or others in here. There's probably 8 or 10 Final Factions, which will be fun to figure all that out. And I know the clear bucket has probably 15 or so, another couple in bags, so probably another 40 figures, give or take, which that'll help fill out my roster over here a lot more, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and call it. I have amazed you enough with this high-tech painting technique. But yeah, no, it'll work. It'll work. Turning it into marble. You can see some of the variation in that. It's gonna look cool, man. Yeah, the top coat will. And then I will probably do the silver sink and the is this supposed to be a drying rack? I honestly don't even know. I don't know. But I'm going to do it with the silver anyway to give it that stainless steel look. And then I'll start working on the body, you know, the main body of it. But I'll do that in the silver, and I'll probably reseal the silver and also the marble top, give it a couple coats, because it will help it smooth out, and it'll also help with the sheen, because it is a gloss top coat, and it would look cool. Yeah, it's gonna look good. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Probably grab a snack, and I already took a shower because, again, 101 feels like Corona. Ooh, that sounds good right now. Squirrel. Definitely got my dishes going, 3 loads of laundry, feeling good about things. Definitely one brick. Hicks, we kind of took our time with the repacking of the living room as far as garage sale stuff. Hicks is going to be helping a lot more with them. So I said, you direct the kids to restack it smartly, and I'll mind the store while everything gets put away. Because a bunch of times now, it didn't happen today, but just about every other time, we're like halfway through packing up and somebody will pull up. We were actually about to start packing up when a woman pulled up. She had been at, I think she said, Walgreens getting her flu shot. Had seen that we had a garage sale and stopped by on the way home. And she spent like $10 with us, so that was cool. But yeah, tired, working the hot sun. I was out 5 hours in starting out 90, getting to 101. It drains you, it saps you. And I'm not 20. I know I look amazing, but I know that I'm not 20 anymore. For all those people that are like, Gen Xers think that they're 20 years old. No, we don't. We're typically pretty resilient, but we know that we're not 20. That's you reading into things. It's your own insecurities. I can't help you with that. That's all you. Anyway. So, hug your parents, hug your kids, drink good coffee or tea. It's one thing you can afford to do. It's a little thing. Put that smile on your face. And even if you're not a mug whore like I am, get 1 or 2 or 3 that make you really happy. Something fun, And yeah, I'm drinking Dunkin' Donuts coffee out of a Starbucks mug. Sacrilege. Make it a great day.